Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we have a big ol' in-game update that I will read so you don't have to. Okay, so I think this one popped this morning like with reset, and I just literally had closed my game right after reset and never had it open until almost 8 o'clock at night until now. Oops. So here I am being late to the party again. But we have a big ol' update announcement. This is for the 29th. And yeah, there's a lot of details here. And I will go through and read it all. So giant wall of text, as you can see, it's a big one, guys. Woof! Alright, let's buckle up. So, the TLDR, to improve the gaming experience for all commanders, this update enhances the rewards for campaign and storyline, Hero's Path, adds a pity timer for gems, increases the background auto-fight speed, and introduces other optimizations. We have also prepared rare summoning crystals, evolution gems, and a transmutation gem as rewards for commanders who have already completed the above content. For details on these optimizations and reward distribution, please see the update content. Okay, so this might be exactly the same as what I already read, so let me do what I told you guys I was going to do and compare the two, what was different and what's the same. Alright, so on the 18th, I read the Forerunner server patch notes. These were pretty long and detailed. There was really good stuff here. And now we have even more with this update, but link or card at the top of the video, click to watch this, or I'll link it in the description of the pin as well in case you missed it. But instead of reading this entire wall of text, I'm going to read through ChatGPT telling me what's different. So this is for the people that have already watched my videos, that follow along when I read it so you don't have to. So you're probably familiar with that patch. It was a pretty juicy patch, but we're going to read here. We're going to TLDR what's similar, and then we're going to point out what's different. So the biggest difference in the global patch versus that Forerunner server patch is these patch notes are longer and more complete. Most of the core new content is the same, but global includes several extra hero notes, extra reward optimization details, and more in other optimization and fixes. So it is a little different, to be clear. Same in both. The Gallery of War, there's a new game mode, requirements, duration, everything's the same that we already talked about. Final Frontier, same thing, a real-time co-op mode in the beta form. All the details we already went through are the same. Solo support option, an endless stage, etc. New faction trial stages for Arbiters and Chaos Dominion. Yes, yes. And the Conquest Challenge optimizations. So Irisdale of Dawn had a bit of adjustments, like the increased from 1 to 2. Irisdale of Dawn increases physical magic damage vulnerability during the first 3 appearances. Her attack was reduced. Anti-healing bug was fixed during her Cindered Skyfall ability. Now, optimizations and rewards. This section here, they've added quick. Global has an extra quick clear ticket change. So optimized the acquisition of quick clear tickets, increased the quantity of quick clear tickets in idle rewards and daily quest. So that did not include that. So this is an overall big quality of life daily improvements for getting more quick clears. Yay. Happy to see that. All right, arena changes are a little different. So I guess the location of those aren't too different, but it's the same core info. That customized arena names for the teams, you can change the names. Spend double arena permits for double base points and rewards. Defeat gives double the rewards without doubling your point deduction. And the challenge commander's points and rewards are unchanged overall. So this is mostly, it was in a different order, but it was the same information that we already talked about in that video. All right, differences in the heroes section. Forerunner server did mention Varo Drakas getting his first awakening now available. Soul Cadence fixing Pyro Blitz. And Lulu added basic attack damage to her talent. The tag for it. But the global added a few more things. So a couple other notes. So added the description for optimization for Scalding Tonic for an assault. Before, the magic vials can trigger a reaction between burning and poison inflicted on enemies and cause a toxic fire. After, when an enemy is inflicted with poison, combustible vial inflicts toxic fire instead of burning. When an enemy inflicted with burning, poison vial, or is inflicted with burning, poison vial inflicts toxic fire instead of poison. All right. It does seem to be just better, like they said, it's not necessarily a different, completely different ability, just more clarity. Weird. Interesting notice there. Wait, when an enemy is inflicted with poison, he inflicts that instead of burning. Okay, no, that actually seems like an improvement. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's wrong. All right, Cyrus. We did have an optimization for the ultimate. A new effect, if unable to summon, restores 100% HP to the hero summons on the field. Oh! So remember in the dev insights where they literally replied to someone asking to deal with Cyrus's ultimate? There you go, guys. They really did do that. Exact same thing that was requested. Woohoo! Alright, Vlad Draculia, Vlad the Impaler. Global adds an optimization description for his ultimate. The updated description explains it can choose and charge to an unoccupied ground tile within 3 tiles. Deals AoE damage to enemies in path. If cast in place, deals AoE damage to enemies within 2 tiles. For 15 seconds after casting, increases block by 2. Gains damage increase and damage reduction based on a number of nearby enemies. Max effect at 5 units. And this is another description optimization, but it may clarify the exact scaling and targeting. So adjusting for clarity a lot of times is something they've done a lot in these. Count Dracula. Global had a bug fix. So fixed an issue where the soul rot effect applied to tactician heroes persisted even when they moved out of his talent range. That wasn't mentioned in Forerunner. So other optimizations and fixes. The global notes have a much larger section than what we read already. So between both, they talked about the Guild War optimizations. The Demon Soldiers can the quick affiliate is improved. Can choose which Lord hero your Demon Captain affiliates with among the top 5 highest VP heroes. Remaining Demon Soldiers auto-affiliate based on lineup. When the Sandbox sparring is improved, so you can directly select Sandbox or Guild War teams without switching it in your settings. And new cumulative login achievements. There are medal rewards to earn. Global has some additional mentions here in these new patch notes we have. They optimize, for Apex Arena, optimize the equipment feature. The team interface in Apex Arena now includes quick equipment setup options, allowing you to quickly create and import equipment plans. And the guild donation system. Global added Mithril donation quest to the guild donation system. You can now donate Mithril to obtain guild coin rewards. Also not in Forerunner. Right, Odyssey quests. To be clear, some of these things might have been part of Forerunner at different times, and they're just coming to global later. So when it's just comparing these two patch notes. So I'm not saying Forerunner has or doesn't have these things already. Keep that in mind, but just trying to compare what I've already read. All right, Odyssey. Global, let's see, adjusted Odyssey quests. Commanders who are currently on an adjusted quest will receive compensation for the quest adjustments. Then United Front items added. Or, sorry, United Front shop items added. New redeemable items in the United Front shop. There's a shop for United Front? Or they added creating this. Refining crystal, advanced refining crystal, gear recasting hammers, and shards for advanced gear recasting hammers. And then the camp goal system tutorial is that they added a tutorial for the goal system in the camp. Commanders whose accounts were created less than 14 days ago will trigger this tutorial. Demonic Crusade optimization. Optimize the stage in Demonic Crusade. Reduce the challenge difficulty of training stage 3 and adjusted the defending hero lineup in the given demon soldier lineup. Now, coming back to this camp thing, I remember when I went on someone else's account that I gave away, and half their camp wasn't upgraded. And it was like a really old account, and I was like, don't you do this in like a month at the most? It didn't make sense to me. But then now, but then I clicked around and I'm like, oh yeah, it doesn't really tell you to like go upgrade everything. You just kind of have to figure it out. Or you don't really realize like if you don't do such and such thing, then you'll never upgrade the fish or the trading. I don't remember. But I remember noticing some quirks and thinking that the tutorial must be bad. So that's very nice to see. All right. So very similar, just more so expanded. So let's, again, TLDR, big updates coming, Gallery of War, new game mode, where we'll be having 6 teams in this event, 6 heroes deployed per team, 4-minute time limit challenge, you must defeat bosses in each round, blah, blah, blah. So a whole new game mode, Gallery of War. If I have time before I leave, I will be making videos on this ahead of time from the test server, but I really don't know that I can because I'm literally leaving in like a day. I have 1 day to like get ready to leave. Final Frontiers, the co-op mode. 3 commanders to team up to exchange in real-time battle. 2 modes available. We need to defeat a boss to unlock the next one. Then in mode 2, defeating all bosses on all difficulty unlocks an endless mode. I'm not sure how I feel about more co-op. But yeah, other than that, everything else was pretty well talked about. Privilege card perks are the same, so that's why I didn't mention that either. But to be clear, in case you missed my other video, I do want to call this out. Pity is added to gems when using your evolution or transmutation gems. That's amazing. And then privilege card added more auto fights, gold, XP reward, percentage increased, max stamina increased, and extra 10 quick clear attempts, plus background fight speed increased to 8 times speed. And this is coming from general quality of life improvement of 3 times to 6 times speed for other auto fights overall. So those are kind of the highlights there. Big optimizations, mostly everything we already read in our previous video, but that is the core of what's going on. Holy moly. Lots of details here. Another quick video at the end. Sorry I was late to post this one, but thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. I'm going to do my best to cover things while I'm traveling. Wish me luck. And keeping up with everything going on. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.